Although
Now,
Viva's caption of this tweet is funny.
did the article give a reason why they were shying away from the Moderna?
I don't know, but that's what I'm kind of going into. So it's Viva Frei shares a tweet from Jordan B. Peterson. This means that many people faced and still face mandated treatment that three great Western countries, only months later now, find not worth the risk. Worth the risk. Finland joins Sweden, Denmark in limiting Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Viva's response to this, or quote above the tweet, was when, quote, following the science, end quote, in one country makes you a, quote, anti vaxxer, end quote, in another. I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say, not wrong, because that is quite literally what's happening with some of it. Because, I mean, first was the J&J one had issues and is still not approved by the FDA.
So from Reuters, Finland on Thursday paused the use of Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine for younger males due to reports of a rare cardiovascular side effect, joining Sweden and Denmark in limiting the use. The Health Institute said Finland would instead give Pfizer's vaccine to men born in 1991 or later. Finland offers shots to people at age 12 and over. A Nordic study involving Finland, Sweden, Norway, and Denmark found that men under the age of 30 who received the Moderna Spikevax had a slightly higher risk than others from developing myocarditis.
Okay.
Which I believe is the narrowing of the
vein. No, that's the inflammation of the heart.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, because in my case, that would guarantee to kill me.
Have there been any reported major complications from the Pfizer one?
Apart from the guy who got small blood clots in his stomach.
Hey, you know I don't drink Pepsi.
I know you don't, but shit.
But was that a limited thing, or was that more of a prevalent thing?
I got 2-3 liters.
I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure there.
Pepsi the other day when I ordered my Papa John's.
It's one of those things. It's kind of hard to get really accurate information regarding it.
All right,
bastards.
So, let's see. The Finnish Institute's study would be published within a couple weeks and the preliminary data has been sent to the European Medicines Agency (EMA) for further assessment. The EMA Safety Committee concluded in July that such inflammatory heart conditions could occur in very rare cases, following the vaccination with the Spikevax or with the Pfizer BioNTech Comirnaty jab, more often in younger men than after the second dose. Regulators in the US, EU, and the World Health Organization, however, stress that the benefits of the shot based upon the mRNA technology used by Moderna and Pfizer in preventing COVID-19 continue to outweigh the risks. Yes, let me inflame my heart.
Well, they said it was what percentage chance of it?
Yeah, they haven't listed a percentage. They just said that it. Just going through to see if there is a percentage.
And yet,
because there's been like 10 cases listed here in the U.S.
And yet they wonder why people end up being hesitant about taking these vaccines because they're just nutters.
Well, I mean, I get that the actual processes can actually get approved fairly quickly with any vaccine, regardless of what the thing is. But the reason they do the long-term studies is for these particular reasons. Roughly 170 doses of Comirnaty having given in EA. Sorry, I'm reading an older article.
Yeah, it's just, Roden, I would have done the J&J shot had I had it available to me. I'm surprised I even had a choice. And my
I
choices
just-
were between the Moderna and the Pfizer.
I had no choice. I had Pfizer because that's what we had on stock at the time.
Oh, that's the one that I got, and
Yeah, I had fun with that.
I preferred it for one main reason. 3 weeks instead of 4.
Well, this is also something, and I was talking to us about this the other day. We haven't really had the proper information here in regards to what vaccine do you actually get. Like, when my dad was supposed to be vaccinated, they said that, okay, yeah, but you're going to get the, what was it? Yeah, you're going to get a Pfizer vaccine. Yeah, that's the one you're going to get. And my mum was quite skeptical towards it because she does not want the AstraZeneca. She's kind of worried about him getting it too, since he has several different complications beforehand. And when he got the vaccine card back, yep, he'd been getting the AstraZeneca. So it's one of those cases too where they say one thing,
And
but
then
that's
do
not
the
actually
other.
the thing that's being played through. Yeah. So with my mum being an elderly woman, her getting the AstraZeneca might not be optimal. But you can't make sure that she actually gets the Pfizer because of the way that they do the shit.
Yeah, that's one thing, is especially when it comes to health related stuff, proper communication is key. And saying that you're going to do one thing but doing another type of treatment, vaccine or otherwise, that's a lawsuit begging to happen.
Yeah, had we had that kind of, well, culture here about it, that would have been really fucked up.
So does anyone want to spot the problem on this one?
Would the alkalization have anything to do with? When did you steal Holstein, Lord Burns?
What's that?
Luna.
Pure to be tested. Supercharged ionized alkaline water.
If it's too pure to be tested on pH strips, that tells me that it's eating the pH strips before you get it to the water.
Yeah, this seems to be
I'll be right back.
a rather harsh thing to use, especially for ingestion.
But they also say this alkaline, but it's too pure to be tested. Then it isn't alkaline anymore.
Yep. And it's not just ionized, it's supercharged ionized.
So did they run it through a superconductor?
No, I think they pulled cooling water from a super reactor.
Or maybe they filtered battery acid or something.
Well, I know what the sad thing about this is. People will remember, okay, ionize. That's something that's just bullshit. And then they'll see something like an ionizer, as in the proper R ones, and go, oh yeah, that's bullshit. Even if those actually have a proper practical use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's... God. And here's the thing. There are people gullible enough to read this and not recognize that it's bullshit.
Bullshit.
The Athens might want to have some ozone with that. Plus, when alkaline makes contact with the pH level of the stomach acid, it's no longer alkaline. Oh,
Oop.
now the question is, Rodent, where did you find this, and how much are they selling it for? Because, oh, there are sadly way too much money in scams like this.
I predict it's more than it's worth.
Way more.
I'm guessing it's going to be at least a magnitude of 100 over what it should be.
Well, the last I looked.
Oh my god, this is at Safeway.
No.
It's at the actual fucking stores. Wow.
So it's in California. Thank God I can avoid it.
Oh, don't worry. I've got your alternative. Wait 1 second. Damn it! Where the hell's? No, I don't want a cast meeting.
No, I have seen. Yeah, I have seen the others that are like that they sell at Sam's Club and Walmart that are way too fucking overpriced.
That almost looks like baby.
There you go.
Liquid chemtrails. Hey, at least that one is accurate.
What are we discussing now?
The liquid chemtrails.
Liquid chemtrails? Oh.
Water.
There you go.
It looks like it, but it's a mom and some puppies.
Does Nestle own those? Because they own almost all the water in California.
Oh my god. I love the warning label. Warning contains dihydrogen monoxide.
Yes, I noticed that as well.
Oh, and the fucking flat earth approved label. Fucking god damn.
You don't reckon they're targeting flat earthers with that label, do you?
What?
I'm the one who put the label on it. A little photo editing on this one.
That is just... You know what? If I were to find that somewhere, I would buy it simply because of the comedic value.
Yes. You need to look for chemtrail water and get me a case of.
No, here you go. That's how you get your Germans.
Dust. I heard that song today too, damn it. My kids got a thorough education in what I listened to when I was in the Navy.
Oh, Sean Carroll asked, do you know the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide? Yes, everyone who has ever come into contact with dihydrogen monoxide has died.
People have known to die from inhalation. Well,
Oh, think about it. Anyone who has come into contact in any way, shape, or form with dihydrogen monoxide, they've died.
But even worse is, it comes you both. Well, it gets you both coming and going. If you don't get it, you die as well.
Yeah. You need it to live, but it kills you at the same time.
But what
Hold on,
are
this one
those?
sums it up the best.
And there are people who will never understand it.
But what things are there that sound completely fucking retarded, but actually aren't?
Well, when you get into more advanced physics, especially when you're getting into the Einsteinian equations, there's a lot of shit that is counterintuitive.
Yeah, but say something like the ionizer. The ionizer on its surface sounds, well, completely fucking retarded. it sounds like it's going to be just woo. Until you realize what it actually is that ionizer does. It ionizes particles in the air, making sure that they stick to other surfaces and don't get in your lungs.
Buddy of mine wrote the famous dihydrogen monoxide joke. I lived at the address for more information. Oh. Lab tests show high levels of dihydrogen monoxide and ascorbic acid. Simply orange? How about simply no?
Hey, let's never forget about the popular college fraternity hazing projects of dihydrogen intoxication. Go get him, baby. Go get him. Get him. Get him. Go get it. Go find out where it's at. Go get it.
Is sprayed on organic crops, can rust pipes. Just imagine what it can do to your insides. Is not safe to breathe. How can it be safe to drink? Uses thermal. Oh, this reminds me of that first conversation I had with Mallory. And when I when I asked her what she thought about the issues surrounding dihydrogen monoxide, and just she wanted to ban water.
Yeah, I know you love me, baby, but damn, dog. Well, get out of my face.
Hey.
Look.
The dog misses your special kind of loving that you used to give.
Shut up, Jared. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You sick fuck.
You say that as if you're still surprised by it.
No, I just have to make it sound like I'm surprised by it. Guess who I've still got in the fucking room?
You can tell your wife to leave so you and the dog can have your time alone.
Just bullshit. You fucking, oh my god. Damn it, I want to hit you with my 360 vodka bottle right the fuck about now.
Oh, you do open up for it.
No, not really. I just tell the bitch I don't need a bath.
Oh no.
If you didn't open up for it, you wouldn't be super trained still.
I hadn't heard that nickname in a while.
You get to hear it now.
Reddit is right. Oh no. I can't disagree with the engineer one. Oh god.
You gotta see Belle Delphine. Oh shit, damn it.
I knew that's what it was gonna be, but Doofenshmirtz has the best one.
I was afraid it was gonna say that. Oh shit.
Leave it to Bernie.
You mean the democratic socialist who doesn't understand the definition of either democracy or socialism?
At one point he did.
No.
No, at one point he was not senile and knew what they were supposed to be. Davros, I don't want to know what you're talking about. you're playing Pokemon Go, avoid water-type Pokemon. The game is purposely placing them in areas with a Well, they are water types. You know, that is actually something I never played. Poor Janine Garofalo. Why did they have to pick her face? There are so many more stupid-looking people out there. Hey, let's get Kristen Stewart's face on that one. Oh, God. I don't want to know how you know the answer to that one, Davros. Hey, refraction. Jeez, Elliot Page. Now, I don't like picking on the people with mental problems. It's why I've stopped talking about a particular person.
But considering all this, and just taking something like, say, Star Trek now, you can manipulate the genes of a person in Star Trek, which technically means that you could have a kid that you make it so that they're able to actually breathe water, but you don't tell them.
And then push him in a pool and see what happens?
Maybe. Or even, being a complete and right-to bastard, tell him that that's actually something that all humans can do. Just tell him to try it on his friends.
Oh no.
What's the worst that could happen?
There are more effective ways of thinning the gene pool out.
I mean, a baseball bat works, but...
So does a gun.
Speaking of baseball bats, apparently, it all depends on how you hold an object if it can be considered a weapon. The prosecutors in the Kyle Rittenhouse case were saying that the way one of the guys that just chased him with the skateboard and was beating him with the skateboard wasn't as an effective weapon as it could have been had he held it differently. And therefore, Kyle Rittenhouse should not have used lethal force on him.
The fuck?
And this is why people don't trust lawyers.
But on a slightly sad note for the veteran, or for the Army veterans, anyways. One of the generals from that was working for the Chiefs of Staff in 2011 to 2015 has recently passed away.
Mm.
So
I didn't even know I was sick.
I didn't know either.
And that's generally how things should be from your military officers, is when they're no longer in a publicly visible position, you shouldn't hear much about them.
Speaking of hearing, you wished, when you're not speaking, would you mind turning off the microphone a bit?
I'll try to remember.
Yeah, because we're hearing just about everything you're doing with your mouth over there, and it's bordering on not safe for YouTube.
How? I'm sorry, I'm breathing.
Sounded like you were eating.
No, I'm smoking a cigar, so yeah.
Yeah, scrolling.
There you go.
Nah,
Let me-
Must keep
There.
comments to self. Must keep comments to self.
Stuff it, Jared. You're gonna say it anyway.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Sometimes the cigar is not just a cigar.
Oh.
In this case, it's full of chocolatey overtones with a slight hint of coffee.
So you're smoking a mocha?
No, I'm smoking a J.C.
Yep.
Newman, but that's
Yep.
beside the point.
I'm reminded of a particular scene in a movie and a Baby Ruth.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There's a sticker we all need.
Oh. And it's not wrong, but it's still wrong.
There we go.
Oh no. Oh no.
And you know what outpost that is.
Speaking of smoking, though,
There you go.
side chat.
Even killed the horse. Jeez. There you go. Pokemon that don't exist yet.
Wow. Are we sure there's not a GIMP one yet?
Who knows? There you go. There's your motorcycle of the future.
Hey, I saw that today.
Yeah, it's parked out in front of your house.
No, actually, it was at Walmart in Springfield.
That does not surprise me.
I thought I saw Karis riding it.
Oh.
Okay, I like that meme.
I got some good ones.
I feel like I need that one for work oftentimes.
There you go. Swarmer Tech now available in kittens. Got 4 kittens climbing up her leg.
It looks like there's a 5th one in the front there.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, you're probably. Yep.
Say it again. Say it again, babe.
Oh, shut up. I said, oh my gosh, yes.
There you go. It's Boba Fett. He found them.
Hey, I used to like Rockapella.
Wow.
Oh, I love Chef Ramsay. There you go.
But why does he have the Autobot sign on his chest? He's
Oh, look
not
who-
an Autobot.
No, he's Autobotic. And look who his sidekicks are.
Yeah, Johnny 5 and C-3PO.
Yeah, but look at C-3PO's body.
Oh god, he's got the body of T-1000.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, don't you just love these Chinese knockoff toys?
It's the crossover of crossovers of crossovers.
Oh shit.
I wonder if that's an accredited university, by the way.
That wouldn't surprise me in some cases nowadays.
Now, here's the question: is how many people would fall for that if you stuck it out in the general Facebook?
Far
Many.
too many.
Exactly.
No, this is the one that you need to post out there and see how many people respond to it.
Let's see if they actually know what it is. Tell them that's what's in the vaccines.
Oh wow, that was such a zoom.
Yeah, no kidding.
Zoom and enhance. Doesn't work that way.
Oh, so we had our security cameras swapped out this last week at work, and I saw what they're using, and I'm just like, hello, the 1980s are calling. They'd like their video cameras back. The resolution is rated as 1000 TVL.
Oh. That's just... Yeah.
Here, I'll see if I can pull up the infographic.
Hey.
It's worse than high def.
I like how they even put it as the 1000 TVL gimmick.
Yeah.
Because actually, and that's not wrong. The majority of specs that they put out like that are just that. They're gimmicks for the most part. They're gussied up for the people who don't know shit.
Yeah, I'm a little frustrated because I'm tired of our cameras because they suck. Like, I don't think that I necessarily need to have them be able to read a license plate number from where they're at least from my version of the software. But I should be able to send the software to my asset protection or my local police department and have them be able to enhance it so it's usable to find out who did what.
Oh.
Zoom. Add enhance.
Now, why would you want a pesky feature like that?
Tired of people stealing my shit.
But is it really yours? I mean, how long have you been there?
10 years.
Yeah, see, you haven't been there long enough. It's not really yours.
Tell that to my hip.
Oh, wait. Should we get Dave in here to explain it then? The time frame of ownership?
Oh, yeah, I would definitely need him to come explain that. I thought Chesh was trying to be away for the weekend.
That was my understanding, too.
Well, she just posted 12 minutes ago responding to Steve.
Or was that mentally or physically?
You know, I'm not sure.
William Shatner going into space in a blue jumpsuit. At least it's not a red jumpsuit.
Well, at his age, it might as well be. I heard a thing once about Leonard Nimoy. That when he died, he wanted to be cremated, and then his ashes actually taken up in space and just spread. If that happens with Shatner, will they just cut the middleman and just, punt him out the airlock?
While he's up there, maybe, if that's his wishes. But I doubt it, because generally speaking, they would have to get family's permission and input on whoever the executor of the estate is to decide. And granted, it would be a lot easier for re-entry if he didn't come back with them.
They could technically just strap him to the outside.
Stop giving me ideas of what to put in my will.
I mean, I don't actually know that it would... I don't think it would have fucked up too much. Just strapping him to the outside. Just past the heat shield. And he would get cremated.
And he would be spread across the world.
Yeah.
That actually is kind of a nifty and pretty badass way to go.
Jared, I have some new emotes that you need to put into your stream.
Oh no.
Do they mean Pepe or do they mean PP? Because I feel like those two aren't really the same.
Who the fuck is that twit?
I don't know. I'm not going to go looking for his picture.
It's
But it's about the only good thing I've seen Shoe on Head post in a while.
Well, how about this for those members of the Imperium? Here's the only way to deal with the remains of those left behind. And we all could use a good servitor every now and then.
But just to show how fucking retarded this is, it's a link.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Do I even want to know?
So there was a Kickstarter for a game. A card game, as far as I remember, that had a frog on it. A drawing of an actual real frog. And then the Anti-Defamation League has registered a hand sign as a hate symbol. And it's a frog, so obviously the creators of this card game are white supremacists. Because reasons.
It's kind of like the whole thing with the OK hand sign.
Yeah, but that's that hand sign.
Oh no, this is the other one. This is the upside down version of it.
The circle game.
Yeah.
The KO. It means they're gonna knock you out. It's just fucking retarded.
people who look for things to be offended about, they are going to be the ultimate undoing of the species if we let them continue. Ooh, now that's pretty. Ooh, I kind of like that little thing too. Oh. Huh. Oh, goddamn, this one's out towards you, Jay.
Oh, really?
Now, let me do this.
You like this one, Leon?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so true for a number of people, though.
Where's this one at? Looks like it would be the Navy bases.
Port Orchard.
Yep, Navy base.
But what really caught my attention was this detail here. That clutch cover looks rather nice. And then this is the top of the cam cover. So you can actually see the top of the timing gears for the camshafts. Put a lot of mods into this one. Yeah, so that's how I'm trying to regain my sanity after some of the bullshit earlier. Oh my god. Where the hell are you finding this shit, Rodent?
What did he find now?
Headline: YouTuber almost dies after cementing his head inside a microwave.
Can't they ever just wait a little bit?
What was this loaded? What the? $2017. Oh my god. No, kitten, you are not coming in.
Part of me wants to ask why, but doesn't want to know the answer. Why would you do this?
Because you're fucking retarded.
And yet they're allowed to live and vote.
And procreate.
If we don't help them, we won't have to let them do any of that anymore.
That's the problem. Ooh.
It's cruel not to help people.
No, it isn't. Sometimes you come to a situation where people have read the safety signs or safety labels. They have seen all the warning signs as to, okay, you shouldn't do this under any circumstances. They've had a whole fucking road full of things to deter them on the way to where they are going, and they still do it. At that point in time, you can't help them anymore.
You know what? Technically, that's not wrong. You get rid of the dihydrogen monoxide there, and yeah, you don't have a polluted river anymore. You have a polluted landscape.
Or what we commonly call nowadays a landfill.
New Jersey?
Tomato, tomato.
Oh, what you find now.
If it's what you shared in the Canar with the Mar group, no, I'm not posting that.
Hang on, let me.
No, it's more so. It makes me think of You Wish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Do you want me to share that at least with the
Yes.
with everybody inside, Jared?
Oh, the one he put in the group, or the other thing he's laughing about?
The one he put in the group.
Actually, hang on, and go for it in 3, 2, and there it is. 1, go.
We found out what Country Strongheart got you for Christmas there, You Wished.
Yeah, you wish.
What, you got a problem with Steve Harvey?
Who doesn't
Nice
love his
luscious
mustache?
lips.
18 more years. I only had 4 years left on my current sentence, and she's giving me 18 more.
So it sounds like you have you didn't read the fine print.
No, didn't need to see it.
Can you really just blame her, though?
Yeah.
So you had no agency whatsoever in the action.
If she walked into the room naked, don't blame me for that.
Preparedness is the key to a successful future. What?
You found out that hiccups can be cured by digital rectal massage. You found out that hiccups...
Digital? Wow. Okay. Which one of you freaks was the one that figured that out?
Apparently, it was Rider of Dinosaurs.
Furball. I blame Furball for that.
If you Okay, hang on. For those who want to see what was on the screen a few minutes ago, we will copy that, and I will paste it. Actually, is it here already? Nope. But hey, it fits perfectly with that one. There, go to the Discord server, public area of VTW public image dump. Let's just say, hey, there's a fetish for everyone.
Well, yeah. It's not like we kink shame a little.
Is it really shaming, though, what we do? Or is it just poking fun?
It's not one of those things where it really is in the eye of the beholder.
Probably. Fucking.
But then again, if you take offense at it, well, fuck you.
Hey, Burns, how true is that one?
That is very accurate.
Oh, jeez. You'd be surprised some of the calls I've fielded. Now, what was it? Oh, I think the funniest one was when we were still using the Pigeon client, chat client. Someone said, my pigeon is dead.
I could have a lot of fun with that one.
It is dead.
Did you?
It is no more.
Did you forget to
It
feed
has
it?
ceased to be.
Aww.
Did you let it out of its cage every now and then?
Mm.
Here you go, Jared.
Yeah, sometimes there are some pictures of how comfortable dogs can get that will make you wonder.
Oh, you mean like the fat English bulldogs that are reclining on the couch with the TV remote?
Oh, and not just those. I mean, like, just the dogs that's like, they're laying on, it looks like they're laying on their back. But then, midway up their body, they're twisted in such a way that it makes you wonder, did they break their back? Like, are they severed internally just below the rib cage? Oh no, you're just a flexible fuck. Okay. Oh, Thierry has a good one for that one. So the image that was shared is now being referred to as the Dr. Fellatio.
Here you go, Jared.
Okay, so now imagine if the... okay, there's one. Similar to that, but imagine the... there we go, the one on the right.
Yep.
It's like, oh, the dog's broken. No, he's just passed out.
Gotta have a cute one.
Oh, and it's a silver lab. Couldn't even make it all the way up on the couch.
Hopefully this one doesn't have diabetes.
But I'm suspecting that one was a good timing because I don't think the dog stayed that way for long. That
no, I
one.
don't think so either. That's tasty after a night of drinking.
That's
I tasted before a night of drinking.
the places that the little ones can get into.
Like that?
Tough. Okay. Oh no, it smelled so bad he passed out.
Poor puppy.
Who needs a swear when you get the dog?
Yeah. Aww.
Fox is dead. Fox is dead.
I've
Aww.
seen that happen often. Little ones falling asleep in the food dish.
Talk about little ones.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I see pictures like that, and I remember what it was like having a bunch of them around, and then part of me misses it, and then I remember. But oh boy, do they shit and piss all over the place.
Yep. That's got to be a Photoshop.
Who knows anymore? Wait, we need to get Oh, diddly-doo.
Send this to JM Truth to see if you can tell if it's real or not.
Yeah.
See, if I get in trouble, this is what I need to do to get my wife off my bad side. Just when she comes home, have a trail of puppies. Yeah, Romeos, once you get them broken in, they are quite comfortable.
Yeah, I never got to get my hands on that style of boot.
This is tasty after a night of drinking.
Send that image to Furball. Ask him what he did to Snowball.
I'll send it to Karis too.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll do the trick.
All right, where's the? How dare you not show up on my quick access screen?
I kind of want this one, but it's another monster.
And to Karis, did you see what Furball did to Snowball? I'm gonna laugh if I actually start something between the two of them over that. There you go. Just got out of dental from the vet.
Ah, I don't have the codec to play that one. Darn.
Play what one?
In image dump, Thierry posted something.
Oh, let's see here.
Flash. Ah. Yeah, if you're going to show it, don't show it.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay, hang on. Give me 1 second. All right, ready when you are.
I'm going to have to get it here. Come on, you piece of shit work. Oh, wait, you won't be able to actually have sound, will you?
Only if you pipe through the sound.
I guess they can actually guess what the sound is going to be like otherwise.
Oh, I could have just played that.
Oh! Okay,
Yes.
yeah, play it with the sound. Play it with the sound. Let's give them the sound, because that we're okay with. The visual that caused that bit, that's where we got an issue.
Yeah,
All right, so I'm just gonna play the sound then.
I think that's enough.
I'm sure we've shown that before.
I think we've seen it before, yes. It may have been an off-air portion.
Mm,
And that's the one I'm screwing through. Okay, there.
As they say, don't put your dick in DC.
And I can't disagree with that one. I have yet to meet someone who doesn't like Raiden.
At least that Raiden.
Fair point.
Okay, what'd you find this time?
I'm afraid.
Be afraid.
Hey,
Be very afraid.
no, don't be.
Uh
This one is actually safe. So
oh. All right, hold on. Excuse me.
That's all night.
I'm going to title this When You've Had Too Much Taco Bell.
Oh. That's where we're going with it.
yeah.
I could also substitute Chipotle. Either that or it's a severe leg cramp.
Either or.
God damn it, Rodent. No, we're not showing that one on there.
Oh, come on, Jared. It'd be fun.
I don't know. Do you want to call it a night early? Because that'll certainly be a way to do it. Actually, hang on.
Oh, God. Did Ricada lose his main channel? Or just a video on the main channel?
Who?
Nick Ricada of Ricada Law?
Don't know.
Well, last night's video is back up after my appeal, but still waiting on the main channel.
That is a good question that I am unfamiliar with.
Considering the way that YouTube works, it's kind of hard to tell. This one we actually should have had Geo here for.
Ouch.
How abusive are you being towards him?
Gale?
Yeah.
He can take it. He dishes it out too.
Fair point. Did we lose Jay?
No, I'm here.
Oh.
I'm just looking at Nick Ricada's channels.
Mm.
So if it's the business and Sorry. Didn't even realize that the stream started playing.
Vesta, it does kind of matter because does some people matter more than others?
But you do tend to bully the ones that you actually do care for the most.
Huh.
And you also kind of bully the ones that you don't care for.
Well, but
So-
you can generally tell the flavor, though, the ones you don't like. There's a bit
Is the
more
fla-
ferocity with that one.
Is the flavor spicy gas?
Occasionally.
Let me see if I can find that one.
No, it's your flavor shots for your liquefied chemtrail.
Am I seriously still subscribed to those Jack Wagons?
Apparently you are.
Do you know which ones I'm talking about?
Nope.
The Geek Room.
Ah.
Solve that problem.
Can't even remember the last time I watched anything of theirs.
Ooh. Extra History's covering the Great Emu War. So, they're doing it in chunks, They're on episode 2, Beaks versus Bullets.
Nice. And also, that spicy wind was no joke.
It was very spicy. But I keep hearing that white people can't handle spice. So the next question is, do we try it on non-whites?
Oh, God. Please go to sleep.
What was that?
It's an ad on Google.
Oh. But as for trying
I'm
it
getting
on
ads
other-
for baby products without... It's Shop Google, but,
Blame you wished. Oh, I know. It's an easy one to do that.
What you were saying there, Jared, before that?
Oh, I can't even remember now.
It was something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, I'm looking at Purdy stuff right now.
This video is almost 2 years old, by the way.
Oh.
Who wants to read the title?
Yeah.
And it sounds like she is American, so.
I'm kind of wondering here, though. Will the title be mispronounced or mispronounced by her, so to speak?
Probably.
Because we have English words Americans mispronounce. Difficult English words, common mistakes. It's especially, not especially.
And the abbreviation of etc. is ETC.
Ugly Delicious episode 2. And I saw a native speaker completely mispronounce a word.
I don't know if putting it into the echelon of high dining.
Excuse me? I actually had to go.
Wow.
Okay, now, before going further, she does realize that is meant to be a comedic thing, right?
The way she presented it, probably not.
Yeah.
Go back and turn on the subtitles to make sure he was saying the word I thought he was saying, but mispronouncing it.
I don't know if putting it into the echelon of high dining.
He was. How is that? How is it that Americans mispronounce words in their own language? It's because
It's not your
sometimes we learn
language.
words from reading, not from hearing them used. And English is not a phonetic language. The letters do not correspond one-to-one with the sounds. So we can see a word and guess the pronunciation and maybe be wrong. Someone who reads a lot may learn lots of words that they've never heard pronounced. So it's actually really easy for native speakers to mispronounce a word.
Or you could run across a comedian and you don't realize it's satire and fall for the joke.
It's nice that she's got chapter marks, but no.
What other words are there?
So she's got echelon as the first one. Is she okay?
This word is echelon, not echelon. But echelon was a good guess because the CH can be pronounced k or ch or sh.
Back up just a little bit here.
Chaos. He thought it was chaos, the CH letters making a CH sound. Again, those letters CH, they can be tricky, just like in.
Again, I have a feeling she's missing humor in some people's mispronunciations.
Exactly.
Reading out loud in class in the 6th grade, he said,
schedule.
Shalude. Okay, so he
What?
mixed up the L and the D, and he also didn't make a K sound. Schedule. Schedule. So SCH is often S plus K
Shalude.
sound, like in school, but not always. For example, when it's followed.
Okay. I didn't think she was going there with that, but okay.
It was like people would say, I'm gonna ask you something.
Yeah.
This one's going to be bad.
Mischievous. But remember, no, that's not it. That's wrong. It's just 3 syllables. It's mischievous. Mischievous. If you're not familiar with this word, it means playful, but maybe doing something a little bad.
All right. Triathlon. Okay. Facade. Artisanal.
Drought or draw?
Draft.
Oh, draft.
Yeah.
That's it. No, the English language when it comes to spelling is fucked.
Oh, yeah.
But mind you, that's the English language. And then when going over to the other side of the pond, you have a lot more shit too with people who've been trying to take fucking letters out of words and shit like that. And it just gets even worse.
Oh, shit. Ricky Berwick's at 30 million subscribers on YouTube.
Doesn't surprise me.
No, but things like, okay, say through. How do you spell through? It's not T-H or T-H-R-U. There's more letters in it. But you need to actually put them in there.
Well, it also depends on which through you're going with, because you have T-H-R-O-U-G-H, but you also have T-H-R-E-W. Like, are you going through to that place, or are you going to, yeah. No.
You threw the ball.
Yeah, you threw the ball.
You really threw that sentence off.
Yeah. I started overthinking it.
The first rule is there's not really any rules.
More like guidelines.
Except for, what is it? I before E, except after C, and that's not even a rule. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Well, what about this word? Oh, okay.
That's weird.
I before E, except after C, in a neighbor's way, and whatever else. But just remember, the guidelines
Doesn't arrive till Tuesday.
It's true outside of all the exceptions.
I think the best way to sum up the English language.
That's also called After Effects.
Yeah, but even he can screw it up.
blah blah
And
blah
so
blah
can
blah.
people who criticize him.
Some
of
of
them
them,
more
yeah.
than others.
Oh God. The good God above, 23 hours ago. If I gave animals the ability to speak, which one do you think would be the rudest?
Koalas.
Oh
Humans.
shit. Hey, an actual
still think
historical
humans.
representation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jared, I'll let you decide.
Yeah,
It's not wrong.
it's not wrong. But also, the way to ruin Halloween looks like it could be kind of fun. And that is what happened. And sound. There we go. Got your Manic, Greek, Roman roots, then you've got some oddballs. Oh, English doesn't borrow from other languages. English follows other languages down dark alleys, knocks them over, and goes through their pockets for loose vocabulary.
Not wrong.
No, it's very accurate. Which also means that, and this is actually something that a lot of people tend to forget, you can look up the fucking words. Oh. I was expecting a guitar, but they whipped it. They whipped it good.
Burns, is this at your house quite regularly?
Not on the computer, but close enough. My kitty likes to stretch out right in front of my keyboard and push keys. Aww.
This is my wife with some of our dogs sometimes.
God damn. Oh, it is out in Denver.
Oh.
I found a 2018 Multistrada for $12,500.
I hope you weren't wanting to go for a run, Jared.
Hey, that's a good excuse not to. Don't want to disturb the floof. Take a wild... Okay, so it's a 2018. So the bike is 3 years old. They're selling it, which it's stock form would probably be around $23,000.
Okay.
They have it listed for $12,500.
Somebody's dropped it a couple times.
No, take a guess how many miles.
Many.
15,000.
Right numbers, wrong order.
51,000.
51,445 miles listed.
That's kind of impressive.
What were they doing? PCSing themselves from...
Out in Colorado, riding everywhere for 3 years.
Yeah, but is he literally riding from Colorado Springs to Denver for work every day, 7 days a week?
And then longer spirited rides and trips, probably.
I mean, don't get me wrong. In the summer, that area is beautiful.
I think we're just missing this, though. Or misinterpreting it. He has a shitty directional sense.
That too.
I'm sure it was here somewhere. I've been down the street 5 times now. No, but then again, I've known people who haven't been able to find a house when right in front of said house, with the numbers on said house and name on the said house being prominently on display.
Here you go, Jared. An attachment for your bike for your floofs.
If only they'd fit. Okay, now see, this one seems to be a better price. It's a 2016, same price, 22,000 miles.
This is why people give us, Pacific Northwest people a hard time about wearing Birkenstocks. They always think that we're wearing socks with them when we're actually having kittens in them.
You kind of have to ask though, where do you put your toes?
Underneath the floof for warmth. That's why it looks like we have socks on. Oh God.
Uh-oh.
I just saw what Road No Last Name posted in the chat.
What the hell? Hazard fraught tools. Oh, Leon, you'll like the middle of the left-hand side of the image.
I'm trying to zoom in here. Is it idle?
Yeah.
It's idle. How is it that one goes?
Dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay. Dreidel, 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 with dreidel I will play.
I thought you were going for the heavy pneumatic slide whistle there, Jared.
Oh, what about the whale gutting knife? Oh, no, I saw one better. Scroll down.
And my life is worse.
Laser guided paintbrush.
Mind you, that wouldn't actually surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Muppet grade felt work gloves.
Oh, fuck. All the way at the bottom.
Ricket aluminium greenhouse.
The Bono safety goggles. Overwhelming 148 piece toolkit. Hey, it's only $65.
Mm-hmm.
Key-shaped folding mini machete.
A 16-ton nail unbender.
A 48-piece screwdriver set.
A manual chainsaw, 16-inch.
Oh, wait. The 80-piece rotary nose-picking kit. Man, I didn't know they had something on here for Daniel Pratt.
Lower right. I think it's somebody who needs some of those.
The moron lamp?
Yeah.
I mean, we could get the address of someone in Texas that could use it.
Which one of them?
All of them.
Several of them.
And I don't care about the new monster. I don't like it. Get it off the screen.
I don't wonder.
I wouldn't call this a monster. I'd call this actually pretty good. How to tell I was bored off my tits while being the designated driver for one person in a bar full of people I don't know. Lol. It's pen on napkin, so back off its quality.
That's still damn good for it being on napkin.
No kidding.
We need to finish watching Team 4 Star.
Which one was that? Oh.
Yes. I don't see why Gohan has issues. Too many views.
26 views too many.
It is 32 too many. If only we could remove 32 views, but then again, Illuminati.
Alright.
I'm just gonna have to run it with fucking numerology. Everything turns into fucking 33.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
Yep.
I should stop looking at this website right now.
Can get expensive.
Not so much getting expensive. Finding a few too many options that are like, I could drive out to Illinois to pick up a bike. Especially seeing as how the prices actually haven't been terrible. At least in that segment of pages that I was looking at. That's the thing. My thought is the Monster is good and fun for a sporty ride, but for a little bit longer, I think having the Multistrada would actually be a bit better and a bit more comfortable. So,
would it be something that you could actually try out though? So you know before you actually get into it properly.
There are ways I could try to do that, but we're coming up on the close of the season where test ride. Well, so at dealerships, test rides are on motorcycles are generally limited to which test bikes they actually have available. Which, if I were to do that now, it would actually be the newer version of the Multistrada, which is the V4 engine, which is not the one that I want. So the route that I would go is actually go to something like Twisted Road or one of those other motorcycle rental platforms and try to see if I could get it scheduled to rent one that way for a day or two.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. But not many people in this area who have Multistradas put them up for rent because they're generally riding them. That and I don't like people, so...
I'm just thinking, how hard would it be to make a proper bike riding simulator? And then just slapping essentially a chassis onto a what do I call it? A riding rack.
They have one set up for MotoGP and World Superbike riders to like train on. One race team had one put together and set up like that. But the issue with that is that's meant for like the really extreme lean angles, but at the same time, you don't get that gravitational push that you get with the speed. So while you can get the lean angles, it's actually a little harder to hang on to the bike in that setup than as opposed to if you were actually riding it and you actually had all of the cornering forces working on you. Actually, hang on. Let's do this. Go here. Go here. Here and yep. That's where I saw it. 44 Teeth did a video on it.
That's a few teeth too many.
Not for the rear sprocket of a sport bike. That's the video I saw where they set it up and did it. And it was... And the biggest thing that you don't have is you don't have all of the forces from the physics of actually taking a corner at speed. But otherwise, I mean, you could put just about any bike on that into that rig.
A text on his ass is really fucking unfortunate.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing for racing leathers.
But imagine that you take this and then you couple it with one of those, the large simulator thingies.
Mm-hmm.
So that you actually have it moving around and shit like that too.
Well, hey, if you get a couple more axes of motion on the platform around it, that you could make it into a decent simulator.
Yeah, because I'm thinking one of, let's see, where is it? You know those big ones that they use for fighter planes, etc.?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. That many having that full 360 in all directions range of motion would give you that more appropriate response. Whereas that one's a little bit of vertical, but mostly side to side lean.
I'm trying to find a picture for one of these fuckers. There is one in particular that is... no, it's not this one. There is one in particular that's essentially an entire cabin, as an entire proper cabin. Now you could mount everything inside of that and then just have the screens around it. Is it this? No, this might be it. It's somewhat similar to it.
I guess over the last couple of years, especially, people have been coming up with ways for doing a control rig like that, even just to tie into simulator games.
Yeah, and it's something where I can actually see that as being a valid thing to be able to use for, say, for example, a bike simulator. Because even if you don't get the same amount of Gs,
you can still get enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Or, like this motherfucker here.
Yeah, that's kind of what more in line with the ones I was thinking about. Ones where you can quite literally do everything.
Yeah. Now, I really like this idea. I really like the type of setup. The only thing you really need more is you need more of a proper screen around it, or a helmet with the screen stuff, etc. Screen shit and all that built in.
Yeah, a VR screen on a helmet. That would do the trick. Which reminds me, I need to pull the videos off of the camera. Now, at some point on the ride home, the camera turned off because battery power, and I'm trying to meant to figure out when, but because I'm surprised a couple spots on my legs weren't bruised when I got home, as we were going through a place where they had scraped up the pavement and done grooved because they're redoing the surface on 95, and I felt a couple rocks hit my thigh. It's like, okay, that fucking hurt.
So what you're saying is you had a rough ride with the rock, and now you're actually bruised.
No, I'm surprised that I didn't get bruised.
It's not getting any better.
I mean, when rocks come flying at you, and your body's got to be ready to take it.
Yeah. If you don't watch out, the rock might become of your face.
I had the helmet on. I was good there.
Still gonna have to wipe it off.
Oh, that's what the little bit of rain was for, to help clean it up.
Oh.
What else has been going on with you guys lately? How has the week treated you?
Well, if the others want to start. Or if they don't. It seems more like that. That hasn't been too bad, I guess. Kinda. Somewhat. We're not allowed to complain.
Oh, you can complain. It's just no guarantees anything's going to be done about it.
Oh, that's all the time, though. I guess it could be worse. Somehow.
Yeah.
Still having to wait for the fucking gun stuff, though. Which is still taking forever.
They still haven't finished processing that shit?
Well, they declined the whole thing with... Well, the explanation for it is like... Okay, say that you want to go buy ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
So, you grab the ice cream, you go to the cashier, and on the ice cream it says it's going to cost you, say, $1, just to take a roundabout number. And you put $1, or you put a tenner on the counter thingy. And when you've done that, they just look at you and tell you, yeah, it's not enough. You ask them why. Well, because reasons. Because we think that, or I think that you haven't paid enough, because we heard from some other guy that you didn't have money. Okay, but here's a tenner. It's $10. It's 10 times that. Yeah, but that doesn't really count. Okay, so what do I do now? Oh yeah, you're going to have to go way further and tell someone else that you have this tenner if you don't think that my assessment of the situation is valid. Instead of actually looking at the fucking tenner. The whole thing is fucking retarded. And just to take one of the things that's actually mentioned directly in it, I've reapplied for my licenses for my pistols. The thing that's being brought up in the declining letter is about rifles.
But your request and everything has nothing to do with rifles.
Nothing whatsoever. Which means that someone has either been listening to someone else talk about this and made their decision on their part, or there's nothing fucking to it and the person having done it is fucking retarded.
Or they don't know how to read.
It could be that too. Considering that the highest level of the shooting club essentially that I'm part of, yeah, I don't actually know what it's called in English, but it's the highest tier of it. It's us, the local tier, above us is the region, and then there's a national one. The national one had one of the people actually in charge of looking over these cases where people reapply for guns or apply for new licenses. Someone had called them from that and had asked, okay, but why does someone need a 44 Magnum? They thought that, well, the police thought that getting a 44 Magnum is a bit much. Mind you, that's it counts as one of 3 fucking classes. It can count as revolver, which is in a class of its own. It can class as an A weapon and a B weapon. Which means, yeah, 3 classes, depending on. And you don't have to shoot magnum loads. But they've just been fucking retarded lately. Completely and utterly batshit.
Maybe we need to sick those dogs on them.
Yep. The ankle biters will get them every time.
I just wish it would help. These kinds of people seem to be like that all the time. And it's kind of sad when they have people with no experience or knowledge about weapons in charge of gun licenses.
You expect them to be educated?
I expect the police, the people actually in charge of upholding the laws in the first place, to know the laws that they're supposed to uphold. If they don't, I don't think that they deserve to still be police.
The hell?
You don't remember that ESPN skit?
No.
Oh. So AT&T owns DirecTV, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm assuming this is his DVR got an update and just deleted everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he does the next best thing after that.
I mean, that beginning bit, I kind of see where he's coming from, because if you're paying the extra premium for no additional charges for in-home services, and yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
I can even so far as agree with up to this part here. Filing with the FCC and the Better Business Bureau. Okay, that makes sense too. But this part here, when you have to flex that,
yeah, when you're flexing the social media following, that's where it's like, sir, this is Wendy's. Oh, nice.
Oh, and then you get the humble brag there. And people wonder why I don't pay for satellite. I'd rather be screwed over by Comcast.
Speaking of social media and shit like that, though, do we want to look at the whole thing that's been happening this last week now with Valve and the Steam Deck.
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard anything about this. I haven't been following gaming stuff.
Okay. Do you want to do it, Jared, or should I?
I'll start out with the initial bit of it. So, Valve is releasing the Steam Deck. Think PSP on steroids that ties in with your Steam account. So you can play your Steam games portably and not need the full computer. It is a computer.
Yeah, hold on just a second here. I'll get a nice little...
Well, yeah. So what they've done is they have already released a tutorial video knowing that people are going to want to maintain the device and not always listen to their recommendations. So they say, don't open your case, but if you do, here's how you do it, and here's how you can change out either of the two joysticks. Some people have lost their damn minds in responding to that how-to video, because Valve as a company has quite the, shall we say, snarky sense of humor that they like to use. And they were rather mild, but still had that humor in the tutorial video. You have someone like Louis Rossmann miss the humor and not pay attention to half the video and do his own. So their tutorial video was what? 6 minutes long?
5:25 on GameSpot. Let me see if I can find there. Oh, here it is. 5:25. Inside look of the Steam Deck, posted 3 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's between 5 and 6 minutes long. How long was Rossmann's video? 20?
Something like that.
1834.
Yeah. And look at the title.
Steam Deck battery may end your life. Bruh.
But the thing is, though, it can.
Yeah.
Shit like that. If you have someone who doesn't know anything about, say, lithium-ion batteries and shit, they can fuck
This is
up
a
their
video
shit.
about
They can do it in such a way that they do injure themselves and or other people around them.
Yeah, and
It's
that...
just... Fun?
Oh, the other thing is, a number of those points is someone like Louis Rossmann, someone like myself and Leon, we are not the target demographic that Valve is saying, hey, don't do this stuff. Yeah. But Louis got his fucking panties in a twist about it. But then Linus Tech Tips, we watched their response to it earlier today. And their response was spot on. They saw the humor. They saw what Valve was doing and why they were saying certain things that they did. And also understood, oh yeah, Valve is saying this about certain things like the SSD. Valve's recommendation is don't just pick up this size form factor SSD off the shelf and put it in because you might cause performance issues. Linus Tech Tips understood immediately, oh yeah, because if they're packed as tightly as it looks like things are in that device, if you go with something if you go with an internal SSD that is built this way, yeah, you could cause issues on this other side.
Yeah.
They weren't jackasses about it, but people like Rossmann were.
Oh, it's jumping at it without actually understanding the meaning behind it. I'm saying, with this, if we get hold of a Steam Deck, we know enough to actually know how to do this shit properly without causing a fire. If you have someone who is, say, lower than a novice, someone who maybe perhaps has changed a couple of sticks of RAM in their life, they might not actually know what the fuck this is about. or something like this. Okay, the battery, if you fuck that up, it can end your life. Yes, yes, it can. If you manage to bend the battery, it can be something you don't notice it right away. You might not notice it in the first month, but 2 months later, 3 months later, when the fucking, it's called, dendrites, the fucking spikes that build on the lithium-ion batteries as you keep using them, might have a shorter path to go there, and all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, when you're charging it, or it's in your backpack, or even when you're still working with it. And it's something, it can be slow, or it can be like a fucking, what's it called? It can be like a fucking welder.
A true catastrophic failure.
Yeah, and these things do happen. They have happened before. They will happen again. And that's why this stuff is in place. It's not something to deter the people who actually know about it. With the same way that I wouldn't trust, someone who doesn't know shit about cars to wire an engine, I wouldn't trust someone who doesn't know about electronics and how to fix them or how to, follow instructions to install a new battery or install a new, what's it called? Install more storage into this.
Or anything with the touch screen or...
Yeah. Or, as it is mentioned here, the self-tapping screws, which there are several ways to actually do shit with self-tapping screws. One of them being that you back up the screw until you hear just get, and it clicks into place, and then actually screwing it in. Or it can just be like fucking Gorilla and screw them in again, not caring at all about where they are.
Hey, there's no better thread than a cross thread.
Yeah. All these things, they are things that they're there to scare away the people who do not know how shit works. They're a deterrent. It's the same thing as saying, okay, don't cut towards you. It's for the kinds of people who have no kind of control over the thing they're cutting with. It's a caution, not something that you absolutely have to follow. But if you don't know what you're doing, well, you're going to fuck yourself.
So, from what I'm watching so far, I'm getting a cross between the Verge PC build being done in a way to be funny, not to be taken seriously.
A little
just
bit,
by this point alone.
a little bit of humor with enough information to get the average person along, to give them an idea of things. Yeah. But the humor is definitely there.
You can tell that these guys probably watched that video one last time before they did this, just to make sure that they actually got an ESD bracelet, a proper one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also one of those things. If you know what you've been doing, you don't really have to care about it. But if you have someone who's completely new at it, yeah, you might actually want to share that, okay, we've been using it here, you should as well.
Oh, yep. See, they're even calling out their own mistake.
Yep.
That's still something where, okay, if you're doing something on your own, as long as you've grounded yourself beforehand, you're not really going to be in any issues. Even if you haven't grounded yourself beforehand, you might not cause issues then either. It's just a safety precautions, just in case.
Better safe than sorry.
Now, because everything here, and just looking at the inside of it, it is meant to be repairable. It isn't meant to be something where, okay, one component fails. Oops, fuck you. As mentioned there, they will actually put out a source for it.
Yeah, they're being mindful about the repairability, the serviceability, but at the same time, they're legally covering their asses at the same.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, like I could probably take this apart and replace the parts that are meant to be replaceable myself. But at the same time, if I've got it under warranty, why not take it to a warranty facility and have it fixed?
Yeah, and there's that too.
Because if they damage it, they have to buy me a new one or replace it, you know? I mean, hell, I built my own computer. I could easily do this.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those things that there are some people who reacted to this video overly because they felt like they were being
chided
and also derided, and it's like, your level of experience is not the type of person that this video was meant for at all.
I would have just ran with this as tongue-in-cheek as it is. You can clearly hear the level of humor that's like, hey, idiots, the ones that don't know what they're doing, the ones that do know what they're doing, you should just be laughing at this.
Yeah.
And taking it for what it is.
Yeah, I think Louis Rossmann has been so jaded because he deals with Apple products so much.
Oh yeah.
And is in New York City and has been dealing with the bullshit from that.
Yeah, the right to repair stuff.
Well, not just the right to repair, which is a national issue, but just the location and just getting into a bigger space for his business. He has dealt with a lot of fucking bullshit over the last few years. And dude, don't let that ruin your detection of humor.
So how many of you have heard of Virgin Voyages?
The what now?
Virgin Voyages? It's Virgin Atlantic's cruise line.
I am not familiar with it.
They just launched this year. They were doing UK sailings specifically. Hold on just a second. I'm getting a video queued up to show you.
Why would anyone want to take a cruise around the UK?
I have more issues with all Virgin Voyages.
No, they're not going to the Vatican.
Well, there would be Virgin afterwards. It's only half a cruise.
I'm gonna get off for the night. I'm falling asleep here.
Hey, later, birds.
Sleep well, Burns.
That's quite the alcohol spread.
This is like one of their main suites.
That makes a lot more sense then.
Pay attention to the box right here.
The hell is that?
Condoms?
It's called the Time to Play Kit. Now remember, this is entirely an adult-only cruise line.
Ah, there we go. So it has a bunch of goodies. It's not.
Now that's the $30 box, by the way.
Oh, gee. What? Yeah.
That's how they chose to censor it.
Okay. Good call.
So it comes with a toy for her, condoms, and a toy for him.
I wasn't all wrong.
Yeah, that's... With that amount of alcohol there, then that, you know what? Good on them for having that there.
Yeah, but they're not the only ones that noticed this. There's people who were in other rooms that weren't suites that went with family members on their cruise and found that box.
Oh, nice.
Let me see if I can find. Let's see here.
But at that point, should they really be going with, you know, Virgin Voyages? It's a bit too late for that, isn't it?
And why did he come up with that name for the company, anyways?
I'm not sure. But then again, it beats Home Voyages.
Oh, wait. No, it could be wishful thinking. Did you die in your game?
No.
But maybe yes.
No, someone keeps stealing my kills.
Ah.
Here's the title for, or here's the name of the ice cream parlor.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to see if I can find her. I think
It's called
she
the
also,
Scarlet Lady.
yeah.
I've just no, they're not embracing what a number of people prefer to do on those types of trips.
Yeah, and in the suites you can also get a iPad basically to control the mood lighting in your room too. Okay, so I don't think she actually covered it. There's a few of them that I've watched on this and I was just like, okay, that's interesting.
And it's how much?
I haven't figured that out yet. Let me take a look here. Because I don't have access in my
through your booking source.
Yeah.
$6,900 per room.
Which for a suite, that's actually a deal.
Depending on the suite, yeah. Well, let's see.
I kind of feel like the joke got lost there.
No, it wasn't. Because it would have been funnier if it was $6,969.
Yeah.
I'll sign up later for you guys. Let's see what's available for my birthday month. Which would mean I'd have to pay by the end of this month, I think. Going by standard. Ooh. 5-night and 4-night cruises? Nice.
That is not bad.
But I prefer to go to Key West. It's a little cheaper. So the Sea View, not a bad price.
And that's per cabin, I'm guessing dual occupancy?
Yeah, I'm assuming dual occupancy.
Yeah, those prices are not bad.
So this is the one that those two guys were in.
Yeah.
Damn. I would love that one. That's just the sink, by the way. All right. Oh, so it looks like the cheapest one is actually not available. Oh, here you go. The series suite. Minimum due today.
That's not a bad price.
That is for 5 nights. Yeah. Your fan mail address.
Nice.
Oh, that's one of the perks here is that it's all specialty dining.
Okay.
And so all the food is included.
Oh, nice.
Basic beverages like water, soda, coffee, and tea, I think, are included.
Okay,
Wi-Fi's included.
But still upcharge for alcohol. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure there's drink packages available too. I mean, it seems like it would be a pretty decent deal, you know. Let's see where they're at during the summer months. Oh, the latter half of next year. Let's see where they're at. Because I actually wouldn't mind doing a transatlantic cruise. Ah, you missed out on our mermaiden voyage. Love a good pun. So that's my last one. It's trying to rethink itself. Oh, and you can even, I didn't even see this. You could actually select per person too. So that's still not a bad deal. Okay, now that is actually a steal.
Portugal and Spain, huh? Going from Portsmouth and
ending in Barcelona.
12-night. Ooh.
Yeah.
But then the airfare of getting over there.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's how they get you.
On a bunch of trips like that, yeah.
But if done right, you can actually get the airfare included in everything. If I wanted to go to Britain, I would go to Britain. I don't need to go to Gibraltar.
Oh, what's wrong with The Rock? Everything.
I've been there before.
I haven't.
Yeah, that's because Fast Attacks actually would hit ports. Boomers didn't until recently.
No. We hit ports. We just choose not to fire at them first. Because if we did, then the port wouldn't exist. Ooh. That would be a nice honeymoon one if I didn't already have something booked. What's funny is I actually was just watching a documentary about Atlantis. James Cameron helped fund an expedition to a possible sites for Atlantis.
Well, yeah, just like when he went to the Marianas Trench to raise the bar.
He was trying to raise the bar of the Titanic.
No. He went back in time. That was all footage from the actual Titanic itself.
Imagine though, camera, everything he's been doing. Stanley Kubrick making a film biography about him.
That could be interesting.
It's funny. You have the guy in the picture, but you don't have a picture for him for IMDb. So, Jared, how much of like the Bible Decoded and stuff from A&E before History was really big into those types of shows did you ever watch?
A handful of episodes.
That guy look a little familiar?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. He was the one who would host those. The Canadian Jewish guy that go around doing all the archaeology. But he also, the way he presents stuff is very much an era of, I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. You know?
Yeah, because of course he would.
It's just the way he presents information. It's not so much that I think he goes off on half-cracked ideas. But this is actually the documentary I was watching the other night, Atlantis Rising.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, long story short, let me pull up Google Earth. Actually, I'll do maps just because I don't want to bog down anything. They hypothesize. Come on, Google. It's not that hard. Probably should have just loaded Google Earth.
Might have been easier.
How much?
I was gonna say, I've been getting a lot of this more than anything. So,
how much do you think that you'd actually have to pay Michael Shanks for him to show up in the background in everything like fucking ancient aliens and stuff?
Ooh.
So basically, they think that because this is all pretty much the marshland right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is where Atlantis was, because they found. Oh, where the? Of course, there. I didn't say put a pin there. There's a small like island. No, I don't want to explore. Where is my view layers? There's some small islands out here where they had they found what could possibly be 3,000-year-old anchor stones off the islands out here, kind of setting up the harbor basically. So that's kind of their that's where they think Atlantis was, because it fits the beyond the Pillars of Hercules notion that the Straits of Gibraltar is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
They also checked out Sardinia, because they're saying that this also is considered the Pillars of Hercules right here. Of course, you can't start the whole thing without
starting there in the Aegean, yeah.
Yeah, with Santorini. But you know, it is what it is. Really, it's really good. It's a nice little. Okay, I can understand why you would think this. Don't agree with it. Oh, they also stopped at Malta as well. Popeye Village. And you know why that's a thing, right?
I'm
this
sure.
This is where they actually filmed the movie Popeye.
Ah. No, seeing the underwater basic topography there of the Mediterranean, you kind of forget how deep it is in spots. What are you looking for now?
No, just looking at the 40 million a day traffic jam they had in here.
That sounds like the Nile to me.
Now you got to go a little bit more for denial. You're not quite there yet.
I watched an interesting real life lore video where they're talking about the Strait of Hormuz and basically how that from here to here is about the only traffic lanes they have. One way in, one way out.
Those damn natural choke points.
I don't even want to know.
Yes, you do.
Oh, Jesus. And that's a blog spot, really?
Doesn't surprise me. He finds the random shit.
It's a Hormuz.
Yes, it is. It looks like a Canadian one, though.
Well, of course. They're all Canadian.
Oh, we have.
Oh, haven't you met the Alaskan moose?
We just don't have the Hormuz.
Well, that's why all the are so aggressive. They don't have the Hormuzes to take care of their needs. So there's talks of trying to make New Zealand its own continent because of its little continental shelf that it has.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm going to put this in the group instead. It's a bit of a drop.
Oh, God.
What?
Yeah.
Where the hell did that come from?
They came from searching for the Hormuz.
You need to turn safe search on, man.
No. No. Safe search isn't fun.
It might do
He's
you
not
some
wrong.
good for a while, though.
You're not wrong
How?
either. You're both right.
And do we need to point to the to that wonderful toy you found earlier? Do we need to point to the Steve Harvey?
I was Imja.
He still found it. And it was still based off of your search history, too.
No, Imja. It's the stuff that people just uploaded. It had nothing to do with my search history.
It does now.
So, based on your recent searches, or based on recent things you've been looking at, yeah, I find it adds a bit more spice to your life. You kind of like taking one of those hole punches to your nutsack.
Yeah, I can't say I have a relevant experience to compare that to.
Neither do I, but it seems like it would spice things up a bit. For about 3 seconds.
If you're lucky.
We all need some fun in our lives, though.
All right. I think we're gonna call it a night here. My happy ass is gonna try to get some sleep, and who knows, maybe they'll be wrong about the forecast for tomorrow, and it won't be raining all day.
But
Good luck
now
with
that
that.
you said that, yeah, they might most likely will actually be right.
Actually, hang on, let's take a look. Oh, they've already downgraded it to tomorrow just being cloudy. Come on, let's see. Oh, and maybe an afternoon shower. They're calling 50%. Okay, so mid-afternoon it's going to be wet. But it'll be slightly warmer than it was today. That could be some fun.
Just don't forget to charge charge and move over the fucking videos from the cam.
Yeah, that is going to be a when I wake up thing. At this point, probably. Most likely. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see. For those who missed the reminder / announcement last show a few hours ago, there will be no shows next week due to work, but we will be back on the 23rd. Until then, pop in the Discord server. Random shit happens there. And other stuff.
Ring my bell to be a special subscriber.
You just might have to play that again one more time.
I'm coming.
Oh, that works too.
Daddy, my ears are bleeding me to stop.
We will catch you all next time.
Later.
See ya.
Goodbye.